and good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you are in this beautiful world of ours. Dr. Lakeisha McKnight is here with you. Welcome aboard to the Leadership TKO show. Welcome, ladies and gents. And so we are going to get started in just a few moments, everyone. Just making sure that all is well on every end, because right now we're live on Facebook, here on the timeline. We're also live on podcast platforms, and this content will be shared and available on the Leadership TKO YouTube channel. So for those of you on YouTube, welcome to this special video. Special, why do I say special? It's the second part within a 4-part series. You know, here on Mondays, I like to call Mondays Network Marketing Mondays here with the Leadership TKO show. And if this is your first time tuning into the stream, listening into the podcast, or maybe your first time here on the channel, the YouTube channel, I do welcome you here. The mission of Leadership TKO is to empower men and women, network marketers, wealth builders with the ability to win from the inside out, growing your influence, your impact, and your income. So if that's something you're looking forward to enhancing as we're approaching or in this fourth quarter of 2023, if you're looking to do bigger and better as we're wrapping up this year as a network marketer, you're tuning into the right stream, to the right video and podcast. So again, welcome aboard. Welcome, welcome. So listen, drop in the comment section where you're tuning in from. I love interaction. I love to meet new people. And so in the comment section, drop it on in there for me. I need to know who we have with us tonight or during this time in which you're watching. And even if you're catching the replay, type in hashtag replay. If you're here live, type in hashtag live. I want to know who we have with us tonight. Good evening, Abdul Rahman. I see that you're tuning in, my brother. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. And listen, everyone, we're going to get started in just a sec. I'm going to pull up some visuals. I like to have visuals when I sometimes go live, because I feel that when it comes to sharing content, sometimes people learn by way of seeing things, seeing images and other types of verbiage on the screen. So I may place some of that information right here on the screen for those of you who are plugging on in. So let's go ahead and get down to it. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen because we have a special topic that we're gonna be focusing in on tonight. So let's go ahead and pull this up. And for those of you on the podcast, you definitely wanna just listen on in. I'm gonna do my very best to verbalize what it is I'm sharing on the screen, since you can't necessarily see it. So just bear with me as I share this content with you, so that what I share tonight can really take you to your next level. So hopefully you see it. This is an image of the Leadership TKO show. As I mentioned, it's Network Marketing Monday, and we're going to be sharing with you some content to really help take you and what you're doing as a network marketer to the next level. And let me tell you something, I've actually started this 4-part series. And so if you missed the first part of the series, you definitely want to get back to it. This series has been motivated by Eric Worre's book, Network Marketing Pro. And the reason why it motivates me is because I am someone who has been a part of this profession of network marketing for decades, for about 2 decades. I've been a part of this industry. I've become extremely committed to it over the last, I want to say approximately 8-9 years, as I've been under the mentorship of the late Dr. Ty Best and Mrs. Valerie Best. They've transitioned on, but their principles, their teachings is deep down within. It's deep down within. And so the individuals you see on the screen, of course, is my beautiful kids, along with my amazing husband of over 17 years. It's going to be 18 years, everybody, as we approach February of next year. We're going to do some big and some great things. Stay tuned. I can't wait for the wedding vow renewal and so many other things we're going to be looking forward to doing. So, but yes, my history involves being a part of the John Maxwell team as a certified speaker, trainer, and coach, the creator of the Leadership TKO show. I'm a top recruiter, a part of the company that I'm with, a part of the top earners group, right? and am a proud leadership member of Wealth Builders Global. And so tonight, let's go ahead and share. What is our topic? Well, we're talking about team building in the network marketing space. Yes, team building 101. And so we're going to dive in. Make sure you have your notepad and your pen, because I'm going to share with you some content that's really going to help you. Okay, let me share something with you as we dive in. What are we going to unpack? See, by the end of today's stream, you will have learned two proven strategies to find and approach potential team members. We're going to talk about that tonight. Absolutely. Absolutely. You ready? I'm ready. I'm ready. If you're ready, type ready in the comments. We're going to talk about two proven strategies. And then we're going to help you discover essential tips for turning prospects and enthusiastic recruits into actual partners. Okay, we're going to turn prospects into recruits, prospects into team members. We're going to help you do that today. And then also by the end, you will have gained valuable insights to enhance your network marketing success. How many of you are ready for that? Right? How many of you are ready? Let's go ahead and dive on in. Let's talk about it, because the first thing we really need to go into is Eric Worre's 4 steps to success model. Here it is, right here in front of you. 4 steps to success. Let's dive in. Let's talk about it, because step number 1 is finding prospects. You gotta be able to find prospects. See, it's involving identifying and finding potential customers or team members who may be interested in your network marketing products or business opportunities. So you got to find where they are. Where are your potential prospects? Are they on Facebook? Are they on Instagram, TikTok? Are they on LinkedIn? Are they on YouTube? Where are they? Okay, find out where they may be. And then number 2, you want to invite them to learn more. You got to become a master inviter. That's what helped me to become one of the top recruiters in the company I'm with. See, once you've identified the prospects, invite them to learn more about your products or your business opportunity. You know, this can be through you doing presentations. Okay. The late Dr. Ty Best would always say the person in the front of the room would be making the most money. The person, in other words, the person who's doing the presentations will be the one that's right, hitting the ranks in the different levels within the company. So you want to invite them and help them to be exposed to your opportunity through presentations, meetings, and other informational events. And then you have step number 3, present your offer. So in this step, you present your products or your business opportunity to your prospects. You provide information, you answer questions, you address your concerns. And let me just tell you something. A part of presenting the offer is, a big part of this is allowing your upline or the persons who know, perhaps who have been in it longer than you have, to answer the questions for your prospects. You want your prospects to understand there's a sense of community. There's more who are involved in this space than you are, because the modeling begins there. If you're the one answering the questions, they're going to feel as though they need to learn all of the information so that they too can answer all the questions. And that's going to slow down the growth of your business. But if you can get your upline, if you can get people who have been in it longer than you have, if you can get them involved, then it gives them a sense of camaraderie. It lets them know how easy this is, because now they don't need to be the expert. They don't need to be the expert. You can share it with them, but then when it comes to them having questions, let your upline answer the questions. And then step number 4, follow up and close them. Follow up and close it. Okay, you gotta remember to follow up. You sowed the seed, so follow up so you can get the harvest. Now, you may need to address certain questions and objections that they have. And again, that's through your upline's assistance. Okay, see, the goal is to help the prospect become really clear as to what they want to do and make an informed decision. That's what you want to help. And ideally, of course, you want to close the sale and recruit them into your business. into your network, a part of your team. That's what you want to do ideally. And let me tell you something. Stories sell, and we're going to talk about that in a moment. But these are the 4 steps to success within, that really Eric Worre speaks of. And I believe it's very important that you would know these. Now, let's talk a bit about prospecting and sponsoring strategies. Let's get into it, because this is the lifeline of your business. You got to be able to prospect. You got to be able to sponsor and bring new people in. And it's not about just recruiting them and getting them to fill out the application. You have to sponsor them, onboard them the right way. So let's talk about sponsoring. Now, when we talk about it, we got to really kind of separate it a bit into 2 categories. The first one I'm going to talk about is your warm market approach. Your warm market approach. Can we get into it? Can we dive into it a bit? These are some game-changing tactics I want to tell you about. Now, see, the first thing when it comes to your warm market, you got to be able to identify them. Your warm market consists of people you already know. They may be people who are in your cell phone, people you're connected to on social media, right? People who are most closest to you, they know you, right? And don't feel as though people are going to quickly judge you just because they know you. Now, it is a fact that most people who may join you in the business are going to be strangers, right? They're the ones that really do a whole lot of supporting, because people who do know you, they're probably thinking about you through the lens of what they've known from your past. And that is their issue. That's not your issue. It's their issue if they're looking at you from the lens of your past, things that you've been involved in. You focus on just sharing it with them. It's not your control as to what decision they make. But let them know about what you do. They can't be able to come back to you and say, hey, why didn't you share with me what you're doing? At least you've done that already. And if they say no, that's on them. If they don't say anything, again, that's on them. But you've done your part and you've exposed them to the opportunity. So again, this includes family, friends. When we talk about warm market, family, friends, acquaintances, colleagues. And so start by creating a list of these individuals. I know you've heard about this. I know the opportunities you weren't part of before said write a list, and you got to do it. This helps you to stay organized so that you can't say again that you didn't go tell such and such about your opportunity. You want everybody to know what you're involved in. You really do, because you take pride in what you do. Now, if you can't go and tell your friends and family about it, what are you ashamed about? You shouldn't be doing the business if you feel ashamed about the business you're doing, and you won't tell them. And so identify your warm market, build rapport, relationship, and trust. Build conversation, rapport, and trust. See, that's important right there. That's important. Reach out to your warm market with genuine interest, not commissions breath. Come on, somebody. Not with commissions breath, with genuine interest in their lives. What's going on in their life? How's things been going? How was the whole year? What you got going on as they're wrapping up this year? Where's your mindset? What do you focus in on? What are some goals that you're looking to accomplish as we close the year out? These are some things you want to talk to them about. How is family? Like, how is life in whatever state they live in? You want to have conversations just like this, okay? But it's very important that you build rapport and establish trust by being a good friend, by showing empathy. If they express that they've lost family members recently, we know many people have lost family. You want to definitely share condolences for their loss. Or maybe they're expressing some difficulty with their finances. Empathize with them. Let them know, man, listen, I've been there, which is the reason why I know for myself, I had to make some choices. I had to make some important decisions that have changed the trajectory of me and my family. And that's what you really have to talk to them about. And so again, build rapport and trust. Share your network marketing story, everybody. Share your story. And if you feel like you don't have a story just yet, Share the story of someone who else is having success in the business. Some of the other teammates, colleagues, your upline, share their story. Become a storyteller. Okay, share the success of others in the business. Okay, that's what you really want to do, because facts tell, but stories sell. So the more you can become skilled at sharing stories, the better. Number 4, invite them to learn more. Invite. Come on now. See, after you've established the trust and the interest, you want to invite them to a meeting or a presentation to learn more about your network marketing opportunity. Keep it low pressure, and it's no pressure. I just want you to come and check it out. See what it's all about. Emphasize, that you value their opinion, especially those people who maybe you feel like, they're on this next level than you are, right? Just let them know, hey, listen, do you mind if you come and check this out? I value what your thoughts are and what you have to say about this, whatever the opportunity is. You mind checking out this presentation and let me know what you think? Because guess what? That lets them know that their opinion matters and that you value their thoughts. That's what it does. So even beyond that, inviting them to learn more about it, you want to definitely follow up, everyone, after the presentation. Follow up with your warm market. Address any questions or concerns they may have, and even provide additional information if it's needed. You're going to want to do that. Be patient. Be patient and respectful of their decision, whether they decide to join you in your opportunity or not. Respect their choice. Don't pressure them to do anything. Respect it. So that's the warm market approach. Okay. But let's talk about social media. Okay. Online marketing and social media, because that's a part of this as well. We can't neglect this part here simply because it's here. And let me tell you something, 99% of the people that I brought on board my opportunities were right on Facebook. We're right on Facebook. I kid you not. Right on Facebook. No. Right on Facebook, everyone. So again, that's where you're going to find a majority of the people that join you. And that's where I found a lot of mine. So let's talk about it. When it comes to online marketing and social media, these are just a few points to consider. Number 1, identify your target audience. You want to do that. Use social media platforms like Facebook, like Instagram, as I've mentioned, or even LinkedIn to truly identify and connect with individuals who actually share similar interests or may be interested in your network marketing opportunity. Okay. Join relevant groups. I do that all the time. I'm a part of several groups on Facebook, and that's where I tend to find people who are interested in what it is that I offer. Provide value. Please avoid your timeline looking like a social media ad. What do I mean by that? You're promoting this, you're promoting that, you're promoting this. Like every half hour, you're posting this. Hey, join me. You don't want to sound desperate. Okay, look at my timeline, for example. I like to provide value. 80% of my content is value-based. I don't say, hey, join me. Now, I may do that every now and then, just to kind of break up the monotony of some of the things that I post. But again, you want to be delivering value to the marketplace. That's what you want to do. Value. Someone type that in. Type it in the comment section for me. Give value. Deliver value. You want to share helpful content. You want to engage in conversations and establish yourself as an authority. Now, I didn't mean that you're going to know everything, but as you're sharing value, you can establish yourself as an authority in that space by providing value. That's what you want to do. Okay. And then how about create compelling content? Share, your network marketing journey through content, whether it's blog posts or videos or live streams like this. Okay. Highlight your successes, but also, you want to be transparent about the challenges. We hear a lot about success. Oh, I'm a 6-figure earner, or I just made $1 million. You hear all these success stories, and I'm not trying to like downplay it, But what about the challenges? That's what helps people to connect with you. When you highlight the challenges, there's been moments where it seemed like there was crickets. Like you're 1 month is like, oh my gosh, why isn't it the case that people are not coming on board this month? And then you'll have another month where it's like, man, I done brought in like 10 new people, 15 new people. All right. But you want to talk about your challenges. Do that. Be as transparent as possible. Okay. Engage in direct messaging. Initiate conversations. Now, I'm not saying friend people and then like 2 seconds later going in their inbox and saying, hey, check this out. Listen, hold on. Pump your brakes a little bit. Hold on. I used to say, hold on, player. Right? Hold your horses. Hold on, player. You want to slow down. It's all about building the relationship. Okay? Build the relationship. See, let's think about it in terms of dating. When you listen, for those who've been married or maybe you're in the dating scene right now, can you imagine you go up to somebody and say, hey, like you just met them. Hey, man, I don't want to take you out. And then you go on this date and you say, well, let's get married. You're like, hold on. What happened to the dating or what happened to the courting phase? Like, I missed something. We just met. You just said hello to me. Now you're talking about wanting to get married? Like, what happened? What happened there? We're missing something. So again, build relationship. Don't just friend someone and throw your opportunity. That's a quick way to get blocked. That's a quick way to become unfriended because you didn't build a relationship. That's a quick way to do it. But you do want to engage in direct messaging. Also offer solutions. Once you've built rapport, you've identified the pain points that individual has or their goals that they have, offer your network marketing opportunity as a solution. So if someone has an issue with losing weight and your product is a weight loss solution, boom. Or they would say, whoop, there it is, right? They just told you they're struggling with losing weight. Bam, there it is right there. Or they're noticing times is hard. They need more money. Okay, if you have a money-making opportunity, a way by which they can learn to put their money to work, which is what I do, right? That's when I offer the opportunity because my opportunity helps put your money to work. So if you find out that you have more month at the end of your money, if you think your money is funny, right? Then guess what? It really isn't funny. It's all a matter of education. It's all a matter of stewardship and connecting with platforms that will help you to establish passive income. And there are passive income opportunities out here. And that's the reason why we should connect. Definitely should connect. Okay. And then this last point here, follow up and support. Okay. You got to follow up. After someone's expressed interest, provide additional information and support as they consider joining your team. Address any questions or concerns promptly, right? Offer mentorship. That's what I do. That's one of the valuable elements of coming on board with me in business is I become your mentor. Some of you are not familiar with the blockchain space. You're not familiar with cryptocurrency. Well, that's where I would come in along with my fellow teammates because we would be your support. We are well-versed in the crypto space. And so we will help you understand how all of it works, really how to put your money to work for you. All right. So again, remember that building a team in network marketing takes time and persistence. It's not going to happen overnight. Let me say that one more time for everybody in the back. It's not going to happen overnight. Okay. It's not going to happen overnight. So be persistent. Not everyone you approach is going to join. And quite frankly, you don't want everyone that you ask to join. What if you bring somebody else on board and they don't even know how to use a keyboard? Okay, let me say that one more time. Let me slow down. Let me slow down. They can't even find the enter button, but you want them to join your team. See, or maybe they're not coachable. They think they know everything. They're not the right one. They're not a good fit. Maybe they can't keep appointments. They may not be a good fit, as a business partner. Maybe there's someone who, there's just a lot of personal development that needs to happen. They may not be a good fit if it's too much personal development, right? So again, you don't want everyone to truly join. So focus on providing value, building relationships, and being authentic, right, in your interactions. And you want to attract enthusiastic people, but you have to be enthusiastic. How can you attract someone listen, if you want to attract someone who's a powerhouse, someone who's going to go and get it, you don't have to remind them about meetings. You don't have to say, hey, get on the training. Guess what's going to happen? You need to be that person first. You have to be the one to show up. You have to be the one to be the example. Model what you want to attract. Okay, model what you want to attract. So listen, you got to cultivate leadership. Cultivate leadership in the skills needed as a leader. What are some skills you need? Show up on time. Engage in healthy communication. Hello, positive communication. Bring in, always sponsor. No matter how high you get in the ranks of your company, no matter what level you reach, continue to work on your mindset. Continue to work on your leadership. That's the example you want to set. You're not going to get to a point where you've reached the top, like as in terms of no room for growth. There's never going to become a point. I like Michelle Obama's book, Becoming, because that's like the core message of life. We're always becoming. We will never get to a point here on this earth where we fully arrived. We could always have room for growing with our mindset, growing in terms of our communication, our interaction with people, relationship building, being present, having team meetings, following up. There's always something that we can work on, always. So what are your thoughts about what it is that we've talked about today, about team building, about prospecting, recruiting, leadership skills? I want you to drop your thoughts in the comment section right now. And even as this live stream is about to come to an end, drop your thoughts in the comment section. I want to hear it. But most importantly, listen, I just want to say thank you for tuning in today. Man, what did we cover? We covered the four steps to success, effective prospecting and recruiting. We talked about the importance of leadership skills and building a high-performing team. And let me tell you something, in the next session, next Monday, Lord willing, that we all be here, the next time we come together, we're going to talk about mastering duplication. We're going to talk about it because it really is a key factor in network marketing success. So stay tuned, stay motivated. Let's stay focused on this network marketing journey. But better yet, for everybody that's tuning in on Facebook and even on the podcast, as well as on YouTube, like the video. Those of you on the stream right here, right now, give it some hearts. Throw those hearts out here. Let's go. Throw it. Throw those hearts to this particular stream. I want to see it. It lets me know that you're alive, right? You're well, you're plugged in. And on YouTube, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you're aware as to when these videos are uploaded to the channel. And if you've enjoyed what you've heard and you want to share some thoughts about the content, the topics in the video today, drop it in the comment section. I know some of you have been involved with network marketing as long as or even longer than I have. So definitely, I would love to hear from you. And remember, above all things, work on you. Remember, I encourage you, for those of you who want to learn how to put your money to work, check the description area for those on YouTube. And if you're on Facebook, let's talk about it via Messenger. Okay, Messenger is where we can speak for those of you on Facebook. So until the next time that you and I come together again, I'm going to encourage you to think, to speak, and to live leadership. Good night and God bless.